Hi, everything is ready now.
All right. Hello, good morning to you. Oh, how lovely. I've been looking forward so much to this day.
Hello guys, this is Luna. Welcome to my channel. I'm here with my friend Marilyn and we're gonna do some scrapbooking but also go down the lane of our memories and share some stories of 1900s with you.
I've never done scrapping or journaling, whatever you call it, so I'm looking forward to it very, very much because I like doing creative things and I like learning new things.
Yeah.
And this is a very special day to be spending with you because we've planned it for so long.
True. We just collected a lot of items over the last few weeks that represent our memories from the past. So we just got all of them on the table right now. So we don't know what we're gonna do, but we're gonna just talk and film along and create something beautiful at the end so we can take each of that home and possibly frame it. So yeah, let's get into it. You have a dog. One more dog.
Oh, I prefer that dog to the dog I've got.
We have already done our base for the scrapbooking and we are done with this. What was your age and where are you from?
Well, how old am I? And
Yeah.
where am I from? I am, in a few weeks, I'm going to be 89.
Well,
And I'm from Surrey initially, but I have lived for the last 65, 75, 85, 97, 100, 500, the last 60 years I've lived in Buckinghamshire. So Buckinghamshire feels home to me.
wow, 60 years.
Yeah.
What were your favorite hobbies or things to do to spend time with people?
I had a best friend, Gillian, and we used to go walking in the woods a lot. And on Saturdays, we used to go into Guildford, which is where we were at school, and we'd either go to the Repertory Theatre or to the cinema. And then we would buy a Fuller's chocolate cake and we'd go back to her house and we would cook boiled eggs and then eat the chocolate cake.
But when you were a teenager, what was your childhood like? Like a typical day?
Horrible. Absolutely
Wow.
horrible. It's the worst time of my life. When I was 15, my father put me into boarding school.
Yeah.
And it was only 20 minutes away in the car,
Yeah.
maybe even less.
Yeah.
And it was so foreign to me. I'd been used to having my own room, being able to have my books,
Yeah.
be able to do what I
Yeah.
wanted. And suddenly it was all this regimentation, which I hated. And then we were only allowed out on a Saturday morning when we went into Guildford, and we were allowed for an hour to look at the shops.
Go around the town, just have some good time?
It wasn't a particularly good time. And then on Sundays, we would be taken for a walk where we walked in crocodile in pairs round Guildford
Whoa.
to get fresh air.
How do you like it?
I love it. It's so light.
We took a little break to have lunch and we gonna continue talking because that's much fun and we're hungry.
We are.
You have lived through World War II and you have memories from it. So what was your experience like? I believe you were a child when it was happening.
Yes. Well, I don't remember, but when it started, when I was 3, apparently I heard an aeroplane and I hid behind the couch and I said, is that Hitler coming over? So I must have picked up something.
Yeah.
And then my father was, my mother had a telegram saying that my father was missing, presumed dead. And my grandparents, or my grandfather really, decided he wanted me and my mother and my aunt, who was 15, to go to Canada to be safe. They stayed in London and he was an air raid warden. And so we got a boat, which was had been a troop ship.
How long did it take you to go to Canada by ship?
About a week, I think.
That's it? I know it's a long time for now, but I thought maybe like a month or so.
No, it took about a week to 10 days, I think.
Yeah.
And 3 times the German submarines sent bombs at the boat, and the boat all rocked. And the next boat that went out with women and children, it sank, and masses of children were killed.
Oh my God.
And they drowned. A lot of the rationing went on for about 7 years after the war, because we were so short of things. Even things like soap was difficult to get.
But now we have plenty, isn't it? Like we have supermarkets everywhere.
I know.
It's madness in a way. Like romance and dating back then, because I see romance and dating now, it's completely different.
When you got married, you were supposed to be still a virgin.
Yeah.
So you'd be taken out by lots of young men to the theatre, to dinner.
To the park.
To the park, maybe, yes. Yeah. Maybe at the end of the evening, he would kiss you on the cheek, or maybe he would kiss you properly. But that's as far as it would go.
Yeah.
Married one of these suitable young men who had very good jobs.
Yeah.
And I would have had children, but I wouldn't have worked. I would have played bridge and tennis and arranged the flowers and entertained my husband's business people for evenings. But it wasn't the sort of life I wanted, because to me it was playing a role. I wasn't being me.
You wanted more adventure in life.
Yes. I wanted life to be exciting, not predictable. Yeah. Things that were very wrong in those days, because once you got married, very, very few people ever divorced. My mother would never have a divorced person in the house. No.
Wow.
No. It was a very shameful thing to do.
Oh my God. Even if the other person is wrong and you are right to do the divorce, like there is no other option than divorce to preserve your sanity, even then it's wrong.
Have you read Tolstoy's Anna Karenina? There's a girl who was, society would have nothing to do with her. With him, he was okay. He was still...
Do you think dating these days is kind of weird? And
I think it's absolute madness what they do nowadays.
Really?
They meet someone they've never seen before, have sex with them, and then maybe they never see the person again.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's extraordinary.
True.
I think you need to be friends first and find out whether you're a good match, because you've got to have a best friend.
Yes, definitely. It's like companionship, like for the life, isn't it?
It is. He said to me, I can't wait for you to be 70 so that I can prove that I love you even more than I do now. And he never, as in so many marriages, sort of it cooled off and I was taken for granted, or he didn't see me.
Yeah.
We used to lock eyes all the time. And people used to notice it. They used to say, you've got a special relationship. And we were always laughing. And we spent a lot of time, I suppose other people would call wasting time, where we'd just sit with a bottle of wine and we'd just talk.
Yeah.
And often when we had people, we used to like having lunch parties.
Yeah.
And he liked, because having been an actor, he liked to lay the table and set the scene and have it with silver and candles and everything. And then we'd sit down and he'd pour a glass of wine for us and we'd start talking and we'd say, oh, I wish they weren't coming, because we just wanted to be on our own.
So you enjoyed each other's company so much.
And never stopped finding out things about each other. Just when I thought there couldn't be anything more to know.
Yeah. Do you think that's kind of relationship is going off these days?
I won't say popular. I don't think people have been able to achieve it, or maybe they don't want it. Maybe it is too intense a relationship that they, after the first flush of lust, after a few years, they want things to calm down. They don't want to live at that heightened state.
True.
He was intense, I was intense, and it worked for us. No, it was wonderful. And also a lot of people expect a relationship to just cool into something warm.
Yeah.
And we didn't.
Yeah.
But if only one person is doing everything to make the relationship happy, it won't, because it's usually the woman. We'll get fed up and think, well, what am I doing this for?
Yeah.
And it's women who end the relationships.
Really? So, how do you spend your days?
As the days just fly by, they absolutely fly by. When I get up in the morning, I do half an hour of exercise on the floor in the bedroom. I do about 10 minutes of Duolingo French. Every morning, yes. I've got to about 1,020 days without missing a day.
That's wonderful.
Yes.
So you do know French?
Well, I've been learning it since I was 8, but I'm still rubbish at it. And I go to French class and I go to literature class. I've got a daughter in Quainton and a daughter in Milton Keynes, and I see one or other of them. We went to the theatre in Aylesbury with one of my daughters.
Yeah.
I like going to London to the theatre or to art exhibitions. I might go up at about 8 o'clock and I heat up 2 hot water bottles and put them in the bed. Then I potter around, checking on any emails that need doing, making a list of what I'm going to do the next day. And then I have a long soaky bath with lots of bubble in it.
That's how we like it.
Then I get into bed and I'll watch something for about an hour, and that's the only television I watch.
So just 1 hour a day?
Yeah.
And what are you watching currently?
It's awful, but I can't put it down. It's on ITVX and it's called Pennyworth.
How did beauty standards and self-image differ back then compared to today?
One particular thing was bottoms had to be absolutely flat. So we wore elasticated things to keep our bottoms. It was seen as very vulgar to have a wobbly bottom. So it had to be absolutely flat. And if you look at film stars in those days, they had big breasts, but they had flat bottoms. They were sort of just like that, going down.
That's a kind of a beauty standard that is to be judged on.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Any other things that people were perceived as ugly or beautiful based on such?
Well, you talk about glasses. Seeing glasses was seen as ugly for a woman. there was a phrase, men never make passes at girls who wear glasses. And there would be films where once the girl took her glasses off, the man would look, but you're beautiful.
Oh my God.
In women's magazines, it was all about how to get a man and how to keep a man. And my mother, every morning, she would get dressed and put on full makeup before going to make breakfast. And the magazines would tell you that before your husband comes home, go upstairs and put some lipstick on so you look attractive when he comes home, and have his supper ready.
Oh my God. Those were literally the advisors.
Oh, it was non-stop. You must keep up your appearance, otherwise your husband will have an affair with his secretary or somebody.
Nonsense. Oh my God. That was a real pressure on the
there was a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Yes. That was such fun. Such fun. And now I know what you call it, journaling.
Scrap journaling.
Scrap journaling.
Yeah, because these are all scraps.
They are, yes.
From it you make journaling.
Yes.
So
and I know what layering means.
Yeah. So this is my scrap page. So this is Marilyn's page. And the results are really, really good. We had some good time, isn't it?
It was great.
How did you find scrap journaling with me?
Well, I'm going to do it again. And I'm going to do it with the students as well, now I know how to do it.
True.
I feel very proud of my first attempt.
That is indeed good. Like, you got the Beatrix Potter.
Yes.
And the sheep from Yorkshire.
Yes.
And the Coco Chanel. I love the G&M.
Yes.
That's really creative.
And my father's roses.
Yes. The roses, the
My
horses.
books, which I've got in every single room in my house.
The dog.
And my
even.
dog, yes.
Yes.
Back to my first dog and all
True.
the other dogs I've had.
And the way it looks though.
Yes.
Oh, the puppy eyes. So yeah, we finished our scrap journaling now. And also we got to talk a lot today.
Yes.
Which was really fun. Honestly, my cheeks hurt now. We hope to do more of these creative journaling or scrapbooking sessions in the future. And if at all you got any ideas for it, do drop them in the comments below. And if you enjoy this video, do smash the like button and subscribe for more videos. Bye-bye.
Bye.